Hello everyone, Monty here. Tonight I'm gonna make some oven-baked salmon. I looked up many recipes on YouTube to decide how I wanted to make it a long time ago, and I've been making it the same way ever since, and it comes out awesome every time. My mother says it's the best salmon she's ever had. I feel like this should be a new series called Drunk Cooking with Monty, because I went to my neighbor's house and I had 2 tequilas and I'm pretty buzzed. But I want to say I did have a snack first, because I know I didn't want to eat any of the appetizers she had. She had some cheese and stuff, and they were drinking wine. I drank my tequila and soda, which was 90 calories a piece, and I saved the calories for 2 tequilas. So I had two, and it wasn't an empty stomach. I did eat something, but I'm still pretty buzzed. So this is drunk cooking with Monty. I feel like Julia Child. She was famous for being drunk and cooking. Anyway, so I want to show you how to make the salmon because it comes out perfect every time, and then I'm going to use the leftover salmon to make salmon burgers. I'm going to show you. I'm going to eat one piece. I'm making 4 pieces. I'm going to eat one piece. I'm going to cook the other 3. I'm going to take one piece to my mom tomorrow. See, I tell you, I'm like drunk. I'm going to take one piece to my mom tomorrow, and then I'm going to use the other 2 pieces in different dishes. One I'm going to make salmon burgers with, and the other I'll do something else with. So first thing I do is I take a non-stick cooking tray, and I preheated the oven to 400 degrees, and I'm just gonna spray it. A couple of sprays are 0 calories. Then I'm gonna take the salmon. Now I bought the salmon at Whole Foods, and it's already pre-cut into 5 ounces, which is 211 calories. And I'm gonna just lay it out on the cooking tray. Can't even believe I'm doing this, as buzzed as I am. Get a little towel here and wipe my hands. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to season it with garlic powder and sea salt. It's a little bit heavy on the garlic. I don't like this new garlic. It spreads too much. Just garlic powder and sea salt. That's it. But then I'm going to put some fresh dill. I bought some fresh organic dill at Whole Foods today. And so I'm just going to take some of these branches and I'm going to start placing some of the dill on the salmon. Now, it's not only beautiful, but it adds flavor to it. Now, when I was looking up recipes, a lot of the chefs that I saw, everything I've learned from YouTube. So just so you know, I've never taken any cooking classes. I've done a lot of YouTube videos. Every time I want to make something new, I YouTube it. And people always don't believe me. They think I've taken all these cooking classes and I really haven't. But I saw that a lot of these chefs, what they do is a lot of these chefs, some of the things I kept hearing over and over again is that when you take any meat or seafood out of the oven, it starts drying out immediately once it hits the air. So you want to kind of seal all those juices in. So what I saw the chefs do is they take, and I'll show you what I do when I take it out, is they take it out and then they pour all this olive oil. Now remember, it's 40 calories a tablespoon of olive oil. So you putting all that olive oil, you're gonna add a lot of calories. So what I do is I take the spray and I just do like 2 sprays, 0 calories. So I'm gonna seal in the moisture and all the juices with just a quick spray of olive oil, and we're not gonna add any calories. So when I saw Jamie Oliver, he must have poured like half a cup of olive oil over the fish when he was doing the salmon. I was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine how many calories that's gonna be. So I just place the dill on top of the salmon. Looks so beautiful. It's really very pretty, and it adds a nice taste to it. And then what I do first is, when it comes out of the oven, I'm gonna squeeze fresh lemon juice on top of it when it comes out of the oven. And then I'm going to squirt a little of that, the extra virgin olive oil spray just to seal the juices in. And I can tell you, I keep these, sometimes I can keep the salmon in the refrigerator for 4 or 5 days. People think like fish goes bad like in a day or 2. Not true. Like I'll keep it 4 or 5 days. It's cooked. Once it's cooked, it's not gonna go bad as quickly. So I bought this today, I'm cooking it today. I'll make salmon burgers maybe tomorrow night, tomorrow night I'm going out with my mom. It'll be the next night or the night after, and I'll use this in the other piece that I have left over in a salad or something. You'll see what I'm making with it. And it can stay for like 4 or 5 days easily once it's cooked, no problem. So that's all I did to season it. Again, took the salmon, it was already pre-cut at Whole Foods, 5 ounces or 5.5, I think it's 5 ounces of 5 or 5.5, it's not gonna make a big difference, about 211 calories. And then I put it on a nonstick cooking tray with a little spray, with a couple quick sprays of extra virgin olive oil. Sprinkle a little garlic powder, a little sea salt, put fresh dill on top, and pop it in the oven. The oven is now preheated to 400 degrees. It's not quite there, I was just checking. It's not quite there yet, but almost. I'm gonna put it in the oven once the little thing goes off and tells me that it's preheated to 400 degrees, and I'm gonna cook it for 24 minutes. When it comes out, I'm gonna squirt half a lime juice, or maybe a whole lime, 2 halves, depending on how juicy it is. Over the top, I'm gonna seal in the juices with a couple of quick sprays of extra virgin olive oil. Tonight, I'm going to, while it's cooking, I'm gonna saute a little onion, throw in some cauliflower rice, and then just mix it all up and put this on a bed of cauliflower rice with some red onion, and it's gonna be delicious, and it'll be under 300 calories for dinner. You can't beat that, and it's gonna be very filling. One other thing I want to tell you before I sign off is that 24 minutes at 400 degrees, it's going to be very very moist. If you like it a little more well done, you may want to do it a little bit more than that. That's my buzzer telling me that it's preheated, so I'm going to go pop this in the oven. I'm going to saute the onion and the cauliflower rice that I made earlier today. If you want to check out my video from earlier today. And then I'm going to plate it and put it on top. But I'll show you when I take it out of the oven what I do, and then I'll plate the whole thing and show you what it looks like. Okay, let's get started and let's pop this in the oven. Okay guys, the timer just went off. It's been, the salmon's been in the oven for 24 minutes. I'm gonna show you how it looks. Let me go get it out of the oven. It looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful salmon. So what I do when I take it out of the oven is I just squeeze some fresh lemon juice on top. Usually a half a lemon, if it's really good lemon, is more than enough. I just get all that lemon juice on top. I'm just gonna squeeze the rest of the juice. And then as we talked about, those chefs all say to put some olive oil on top, but I'm just gonna do like 2 quick sprays on each piece to seal in the juices. Then while the salmon was cooking, what I did is I sauteed some onion with a couple of quick sprays in a pan, red onion, in a pan. When the red onion was cooked, I then added 2 cups of the cauliflower rice. According to my Lose It, it was 35 calories. I then put in like a half a cup of chicken stock, which is like 10 calories, and I just cooked it all until it was all cooked. It looks beautiful. Now what I'm gonna do is get a spatula, and I'm gonna plate this, and I'm just gonna plate the salmon on top of the cauliflower rice. And we now have a beautiful meal that's only 264 calories for a piece of baked salmon with cauliflower rice with red onion, a little chicken stock. Oh, I also put a little sea salt in when I sauteed and cooked the cauliflower rice. So it's red onion, 2 cups of cauliflower rice, some sea salt, delicious. And here you go, beautiful dish. I'll take a picture of it because I don't want to tilt it anymore and fall off. But 264 calories. I'm gonna go because I want to eat this, and I hope you enjoyed to see how easy it is to make salmon in the oven. And one of these pieces I'm gonna give to my mother tomorrow, and the other 2 I'm gonna save for leftovers. I'm gonna make probably a salad with one of them. I'm gonna make my famous salmon burgers from scratch with one of the leftover pieces. So stay tuned for that video as well. Hope you enjoyed the video today on how to make oven baked salmon.